Welcome, everybody out there in YouTube, Twitch, and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. All of those things help us out tremendously. If you're interested in supporting our community a little bit further, consider becoming a member here in our YouTube channel, or you can become a subscriber on our Twitch channel. Membership and subscriptions are both relatively cheap things that you can do that help support us and give you some really cool emotes. On Twitch, you have one free Prime sub every single month. And if you're not using it with your Amazon Prime, you're giving free money to Bezos. Give free money to Bezos. Give free monies to me. Bezos has enough money. I need more. So yes, that's going to be all of that. In addition to that, if you're interested in joining any of our campaigns like this one, we do have open slots available. We have open slots in this game. We have open slots in the Saturday early game. We have open slots in the Sunday game and in the Tuesday early game as well. I think that's all of them. Tuesday evening. But if you're interested in trying Daggerheart in August sometime, we are more than likely going to be doing a campaign. It'll be a set number of sessions. I think 12 is where I can aim for around, where we are going to be playing Daggerheart at their lower starting levels, getting to experience the entire system and see how it holds up in this day and age. It looks very interesting, very intriguing, and the world they have is super fascinating. So if you're interested in that one, make sure you're inside the Discord server and make sure you say something in the Daggerheart channel. As of now, we have 2 people interested with a potential third along the way, and we are capping it at 6. So that'll be all my shameless. Ah, yes. What is triumph, if not the knife edge between ruin and revelation? Last we left our hero, the battlefield lay trembling beneath the monstrous shadow of Zalzor, the Black Bow, the unwritten scream whose very breath threatened to tear reality from its mortal heart endured. Clover fell again and again, and again and again, a candle guttering against the cosmic storm, each time dragged back from the brink. Urgwald bled himself empty. Every strike and oath screamed into the dark. In the end was Urgwald's the fury of one mortal that felled the creature predated demon. Narrator was not yet prepared to close the chapter, for even as the dust settled, a different madness took hold. Casimir, blood-drenched and wild-eyed, succumbed to a berserker rage. His mind a tempest, his friends suddenly prey. A single heartbeat threatened from tragedy, until Vindir's magic seized the moment. Greater restoration snapped Casimir back to himself, a man trembling on the edge of murder. Balance restored, barely. From the corpse of Zalzara, spoils emerged. Heartcleaver, a void-brought blade born of nightmare. Casimir claimed it, a bargain yet unseen between steel and magic. Magic cares nothing for mortal victory. Clover, aglow with divine power, dared cast hollow upon Zanzaroth's remains, and the weave wounded at raw. Struck. An arcane backlash flung her to the ground, and even the narrator felt the world shiver. Unknown stitches threatened to rip open once. So the party turned their gaze to the black mirror of now empty. Then, dear ever the seeker, past legend, unraveling secrets long buried, forged by a say-so, entrusted to Fendrick, guarded by the Raven Queen, given to her first blade Vorvik. Truths older than any of their life. Fate will not finish spinning her web. Urgwald, compelled by riddles and dreams, stepped into the black mirror in its obsidian depths. Time moved like treacle. Shadows coiled, alive with. There he found whom has not been addressed yet. Eyes shifting constellation, voice dripping with ancient disdain. You are not the one I wait for. And so Urgwald remains, suspended between moments, facing a being older than legends, older than lies, while outside the party waits. The narrator wonders, who precisely is the one for whom this entity waits, and what price shall be paid when next the mirror speaks? All of you outside the mirror hear the narrator.
Oh, and I was
Does
nice
he
to
do
hear
that a
from
lot?
you.
One at a time.
Yep. What are you saying?
Clover.
Does he do that a lot?
Heard the race car in the background. Holy fuck.
He's
Yeah,
done it a
sorry.
few times.
Always nice to hear from you, Narrator. How you doing?
The narrator grew tired of that persistent question. The narrator is entertained, obviously.
Still liking that ambrosia?
The narrator decided to save it for a special occasion.
Huh. Okay. So what do we
So what's
do with
Ur
the...
doing right now in the mirror on our
Uh,
side?
On your side, it looks like he's just talking at nothing. Well, sorry, Vendir would notice the semi-transparent eyes that he seems to be talking to.
Whatever was in there, he's talking to it.
I wonder what they're saying. Could you imagine just being a pair of eyes?
Not really. I mean, I don't think you'd be able to walk or talk or. How
Yeah,
can
but
pair of eyes talk?
That's my point too. Like he's probably just talking into the wind.
It's true.
Well, he's acting like he's getting responses, so maybe this is all mental.
I mean, we say that, but he also spent 3 days in a forest, and we don't really know what happened there either.
Yeah,
What?
he really doesn't like talking about that one either.
Yeah, it was a weird one, lad. Offer sap.
He went to a forest and he couldn't find sap for 3 days.
Apparently so.
A forest full of trees and couldn't find any sap.
I feel
God
like
damn it! I
I'm...
wanted to say something.
I feel like I'm missing some context here.
Yes, you are.
It's quite literally, as we said, he went into a forest for like multiple days for sap. And it took him like multiple days to actually get it. Apparently he couldn't find it or something.
So he's lying, right? He didn't go to a forest. Where'd he go?
No, you think he did actually go to a forest? He just didn't find anything.
Can't be that much of an idiot.
Like, I arrived at the moment he was gone. So,
Oh yeah.
You can roll me a perception check.
I thought I'm in the mirror.
You are. And you can hear outside the mirror. And you have to update your passive.
No, I'm raging.
Oh, so your strength
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear all them out there.
And when I hear them, I'm just going to turn around. I'm like, what the fuck?
I think he's mouthing something to us.
I
Yeah,
will
he's not-
say
Maybe he
slowly,
wants us to let
what?
him out.
So they could hear me. So they could read my lips. I'm just going to be like, fuck you.
I'm gonna shake the
Insight
mirror.
check, everybody.
I think he said a lollipop.
Yeah, I'll wait to see if I get this. 27.
Vindir understands. Casimir
Then-
understands.
Now I shake the mirror just to see what happens.
Natalie, he said fun you. Fun unicorn, maybe?
I'm starting to lose. Starting to not believe that he's a scientist and he's
He's not a scientist.
Has never claimed to be a scientist.
No, she's not talking about her. I'm starting to question the intelligence of everyone here.
Oh, fair. All right.
I will get back to my discussion with them, but we can let them talk more.
You do feel the mirror shaking, and like because the perception of what is being shown in the mirror changes, your entire world shifts and changes when he does that.
Yeah, do you guys see this?
Oh yeah.
I hope so.
Oh, Vindir, do it this way. And Cass is just gonna like turn it upside down.
Okay.
That actually doesn't affect it very much.
Oh,
He's defying gravity.
look, around here everything defies everything.
So,
I mean, to you guys, he's upside down, but
Maybe he really was
how
a
do we
cat.
let him
He
out?
doesn't
Do we
seem
just
to be
smash it
falling.
again?
what were you saying, Kaz?
I said maybe it really was a cat. He doesn't seem to be falling.
If he comes out on his feet, he's definitely a cat.
What were you
Probably,
asking,
yeah.
Clover?
So how do we let him out? Do we just smash it again?
We don't smash it, no. We just insert thing to get people out of mirror.
Yeah,
That's what we do.
it's the password that knew.
I'm not sure it can be broken. Like, the thing that was inside was so potent, it could crack it after millennia. But to smash it would be...
I could break that mirror.
We do not want to break the mirror. Remember the use it has.
I know. I'm just saying I could break it if I wanted to.
I could break you if I wanted
Yeah.
to.
Yeah, I think we all could probably break everything, everywhere, if we really wanted to.
All at once.
Yeah, I mean, some of us have to just go, like, wake up a snake or, like, let a bomb go off. I mean, end of the world in seconds.
Are you guys letting him out?
Does it look like he's done? Because, I mean, that was kind of our plan was if we were
He's just glaring at you
Oh, he's
now.
not talking anymore?
I mean, yeah, you said you're glaring at them, right? Telling them
Yeah, for a
fuck you.
second. Yeah,
Oh.
but then I'm
Okay,
gonna
are you
talk.
going back? Go ahead.
And I'm like, okay, who are you waiting for? Is it one of my companions?
Whom can we will be brought here by her?
I mean, technically, we were brought here by the Raven Queen, if you think about it.
Really?
She sent us on this quest to defeat that thing, the thing that was in here before.
Why didn't you say that before?
Because you didn't ask.
I asked what brought you here. You did not tell me. Oh wait, wrong accent. Brought you here. You didn't tell me.
And you asked me what brought me in here, not what brought me to this plane.
You are a fucking idiot.
Fair sometimes. So yeah, if I'm not the one, might be one of them. Look around. And I gesture.
He looks at all of them carefully. Whom has walked with her in their dreams?
I mean, I know I have. She kind of visited me in my dream.
Bro, you realize how important all this is. Why don't you just tell me?
I don't know. I just know I have. Maybe all of them have. They just haven't said anything.
Before gods wore names, before souls walked paths, and stars charted courses, there was only the first weave. A tapestry of being. Two forces danced within it. One of stillness, of restoration, of grace. What you now call a say-so. And the other, unmaking, hunger, entropy, given will. What became Exium. Everyone keep in mind, only he can hear this voice. But once, they were one.
Excuse me.
It had a name, a word. We no longer let ourselves speak. But I will say it now, because you must know it. Zirakuth.
Is that how you spell it? Okay.
As he says that, everybody outside needs to give me a dexterity saving throw. Vindir falls flat on his ass. Elowin falls flat on their ass. Casimir falls flat on his ass. Natalie falls flat on her ass.
That's
As
what
you
y'all get.
all are standing out there, you feel this rumbling in the earth beneath you as everything shakes aggressively, waking where you are. You see the portal in front of you immediately wanes with aggression, and you see this blackened surge of energy course through. You feel something shift with the mentioning of something in there.
Mm-hmm.
What languages do you speak?
I speak Common and Goblin.
That's funny. Goblin is now rooted in Sylvan.
What?
Yeah. Goblins are Fae.
Okay. Yeah.
Screenshot him. Screenshot him. Screenshot him. Get him. Did somebody get him? Okay.
That is hilarious.
Zera, from the forgotten tongue, for source of all. Cluth, from the root of the word for to unravel. It was both the loom and the scissors. It was not evil. It simply was. It was the birth of will, of choice, that cracked it. When thought became rebellion, when purpose became pride, the split came like lightning, fracturing the one into a say-so, and the other into axiom. Healing and destruction, harmony and havoc, light and what consumes light. From the detritus of that split, the gods were able to be born. They emerged, drawn to one side or the other, and creation began. But a fragment remained of what once was, the worst fragment. Zarakuth, untethered. When it says it again outside, all of you are just beginning to stand up and you feel the shake and quake of the entire world. At this point, you've noticed twice now when he said its name, your allies got thrown about as if everything was shaking.
Seems that name has power just being uttered.
One of the fragments named it Zalzaroth, the Black Vowel, the final purpose to undo all things. Before creation, the two joined entities would surge in the great beyond, creating existence, life, fragments, and destroying them in the same moment. Their first spawns are what we consider binding agents of reality. The laws, the first things born of creation. Many laws destroyed, many consumed. Some survive.
That is a lot to take in. What the So, you say Zalzaroth was part of that fragment of the combined being.
Does the ground shake when he says the name?
Yes, it does.
I said Zalzaroth, not the
Oh, okay.
Zergoth.
Yeah. Zalzaroth, yeah. What was your question?
I'm like, I said, so Zalzaroth was is a fragment of the combined being.
Fragment that chose a side. A fragment much like the others that chose hers. The gods of infinite power and wisdom. Alu Regine, Irine, Pendrek. Craven, Herency. All of these fragments out of the combined being that separate.
So those are the good pieces. Was Zalzaroth the only piece that sided with the dark?
Craven, Herency, and Fendrick for a while. My God. The one my beloved usurps. The one whom I fought the war for the loam. You have walked among the bones of that war. The battle that broke the loam of woven fates. The engine that once whispered the futures of gods and mortals alike. Zalzaroth was there when it shattered. And he shattered in the same moment, which allowed me to imprison him in this mirror. And at the request of my queen, a portion of myself as well, meant to reside while the gods above her were blind, so that this history can be remembered.
Who all knows this history?
You, I, and the gods that were when I had been sealed away.
Okay. Is it possible for Seiso and XCM to be recombined? And if so, what would happen?
To combine the two of them would create something more powerful than anything in all of creation could withstand. It would return them to the state they were in before. Perpetual creation and destruction. But it could be done.
And how could it be done?
To achieve, you would have to return the life that she gave to all of the gods back to her. And then perform a ritual, one that can destroy gods. And when that power is achieved, that power would manifest, and it would be cast into Exium. The alternative would be if Exium's escape ever achieved, and the consumption of a Seiso, then they will be one yet again.
And what would the outcome be for the multiverse as we know it if they did combine on the first option?
It would be destroyed on the whim of that entity, when chaos and destruction craved it. Non-existence.
I was hoping we could just deal with Exium, but it seems there's no hope. Exium has to live, and if the only way to get rid of Exium is to destroy everything. Or unmake it, I guess would be a better term.
The other option is to cast the divine power of a Seiso away from this universe and allow it to be scented by Exium. They traveled cat and mouse far longer than this universe has existed. The beyond does not have ends. It does not have stops. You
That could work.
recall what Nira Devu had asked Vindir. Vindir, you revealed that to everybody, at least the first time she had talked to you about it. How if you took that divine energy, cast it the fuck away, Exium would go chasing after it.
So, by taking back the divine divine light, I'm assuming that would kill all the gods or anybody with a spark.
Just the ones at the top. But you would need to gather their power. The ones that are born, them, created out of them, sent back into. This cluster would have to go to Elu Regine. This cluster would have to go to Arena. This cluster would have to go to Fendrick.
That's going to be difficult. But if that's the only way to deal with Exium, shit. God damn it. That is a lot to take in. Is there anything else of importance you can think of? I need to get back to my team and tell them everything I've learned.
Zal-Zilroth is not just a monster. He is a concept that refuses to die. You cannot kill him the way you kill a tyrant or slay a god. He was never meant to be part of a story. He was what came before the story had word. Do not use the mirror lightly. And if you face him again, do not think he fights you to win. He fights to remind the weave that it can be unmade.
Right. We're going to have to fight him again. But at least we know now what he fights for.
And I ask you now, destroy this fragment.
You mean you?
Yes. My purpose has been fulfilled.
I mean, can we get you out of here?
I do not belong with all of you. I belong within my queen's embrace.
I'm going to do an insight check to see if that's actually legit or if she wants him to be with us.
Sure. 5. I don't know. The man said what he said.
Do you really wish this existence to end for you.
I fulfilled my purpose.
You can always make a new purpose.
I will. In the afterlife. Remember, their entire religion is when you're
Yeah.
dead, that's just the next phase of life. He's
This
not
is true.
dying like everyone. Oh no, I died. Like they don't give a fuck.
I'm not really fond of just killing someone who is just asking for it, unless they're a direct threat to me or my team or someone else. You're asking a lot of me.
For relief. I have been stuck here for eons. I deserve rest.
All right. I will go to my team and tell them what you've told me, and one of them will more than likely be willing to make your request.
All right.
And I will attempt to leave the mirror.
Ow.
I will try to go through the where I came through.
Yep, you. Everybody, you see that he just like face planted into the mirror.
Oh, I think he's ready.
While you guys are trying that, I'm going to try to bend reality, literally.
Oh, you're trying to break reality again?
Yeah.
All right, go for it. Athletics. It's doing the thing wrong again.
Yep, 8 plus 26, so 32.
Not enough.
34, my bad. Yep.
I didn't see how he did it before, I don't think.
No, you saw him. You see everything
Oh, that's true.
that happens
Sorry.
within half a mile of you.
Yeah, I forget about that sometimes now. So yeah, I just go ahead and repeat the word. I don't remember what the word is out of character. So.
All right, you get him out.
I have a story for you guys. And I will repeat everything that was said. And make special mention of Say-So and XCM. They were used to be one. And how to beat it. You dropped a lot of lore on us.
Yeah.
So
We're not going to do that, right?
it's the only way to deal with XCM. And we know how to do it safely.
You're doing the same thing as letting Exium free and just killing us.
Yeah. I'm not letting Exium out.
Yeah,
Like, that's not happening.
No, not that part. The other part. There is
the
another
same
option.
result.
Yeah.
We
I'm
will
not
send-
changing anything with Exium. Exium coming out means the end of existence for everybody.
Not unless we do this correctly. And if we do this correctly, we never have to deal with XCM again.
From what you just explained, if Exium needs to say so, the same thing happens as if we do this.
Yes, and in that case, everything would die because we couldn't control it.
In both cases, everything dies.
No.
Nobody's going to be able to control it.
The first case, if we take all the divine back and we perform the ritual to release them both, basically XCM is just like a dog chasing Say-So.
That's what
We just needed to read them.
Out of character, I think you're mixing this up a bit.
Yeah, sorry. It was a lot, and I'm trying to process it. Sorry.
That was near Devu's argument.
It was nearer to Vu.
Originally, what you guys were doing was cleansing the pantheon of the lazy, redundant gods, and then potentially replacing them with other people that you choose. That's why you got the mirror to like pokeball their power.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that was just getting rid of the gods. I wasn't doing the ritual.
Yeah. Well, the ritual is part of that. It's the same ritual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not trying to hit a hard reset. We're trying to hit a soft reset.
I mean,
I'm
it
just
sounds
trying
like
to level the playing field.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't. If we even if whatever you say works, all you're doing is gonna make everybody wipe out. So
Not out of character. I thought it wouldn't. Like if we did the first one and then we sent Exium far beyond whatever, like the divine energy, and Exium would chase it. Is that correct?
Exium would always go after the more powerful thing, but you'd have to guarantee that you can control that.
Okay. Back in character. We just got to make certain that we could control it. I would not suggest this if we did not have guarantees that we could control it. We can look into it. And if we come to the realization we can't control it, then buck stops there.
It still requires us to release Exium after we get this thing that it chases. I just think it's a bad idea.
If we don't, Exium's always going to be there. And there's always a
He's
chance
always
he'll
been
get
there.
out. And there's
And
always a chance he'll be able to get out. And
Yeah,
what are we
but-
going to do if we're not there? And he gets out.
I
But if
think
you
the
let him-
universe has existed a long time with him not getting out. I don't think he's getting out anytime soon.
Yeah, he's been here for a while, but they have been doing this song and dance way longer than our universe.
But what do we do? But what happens when Exium finally gets the prize?
He won't.
He's gonna turn around.
He won't get the prize. They're
It
equal.
feels like an unnecessary risk.
I think an unnecessary risk is just letting Exium be.
Has he gotten out? I think if from what you're saying they've done
Just
this for a
because he
long
hasn't
time.
gotten out before doesn't mean he won't get out now.
What I'm saying is, if they've done this for a long time, this is obviously the best solution because they've been doing this for so long and realized this is the easiest way to deal with it.
I just don't think it's the easiest way. I think it's just
Here,
temporary.
I have a really great idea. Actually, it's a horrible idea. We just kill anybody who's going to be strong, and then we never have to worry about somebody letting Exium out. Just call the herd. Only keep the weak.
I'm not killing people. I have a better idea.
Gentle. I like it. Go on.
Exium is a god of destruction, and Seiso is a god of creation. And Seiso lost a lot of its power, because of its own creations and separating itself. Returning power to Seiso and leveling the battlefield and taking power from.
Oh yeah. While we're doing this, he wants one of us to end him. He wants to move on. I think he's waited quite a long time. I point the mirror.
Then you can wait some more. We're talking.
Yeah, what's 5 more minutes?
Just wave at the mirror. No, I'm not gonna wave. That's mean.
Yes.
What I'm saying is, Seiso has lost a lot of its power because it's separated itself. I say we do recombine a Seiso with itself to a point. We cut the Pantheon down to basically nothing, and then we make that nice little thing in the abyss cut itself like a Seiso did. And it's not going to do it knowingly. If we can get it to create 3 things, we switch those things' powers like we're planning on doing to 3 things we have some control over, has an agenda that doesn't involve destroying the universe, I think we can essentially make it so they can't kill each other. I think that's a much better solution, because if they can kill each other, everything ends.
Yeah.
You
I
know,
don't think they
all
can
of
kill
your-
each other. If one were to defeat the other, they'd just be absorbed.
And we don't know who's going to take over. Can't make that. We can't take a risk on everything.
As much as I like to flip coins, I'm not doing that one.
Yeah, that's everything. I don't have the mind or the soul to carry that burden.
Right now, if you ask me, we should be researching on gods that have tricked Exium in the past. Unfortunately, the only one we know right now is Fendrick, and he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
Is he truly gone though?
I'm not going in the abyss to find him.
I remember Zalzaroth. We thought we just killed him, but apparently he'll be coming back, and he's
Wait.
on the same tier.
We didn't kill him?
He's weak. He's not going to be as strong as he was. And if we can find where he is, I think we can just go kill him. And if we kill him in his domain, he should be dead. So maybe that should be our priority right now. I'm going to look over at Elwyn. Do you have some way to, I don't know, find creatures throughout the universe, like divination magic? Least favorite school.
I don't know about that.
Do you know anyone that can divine upon him so we can figure out where it's at?
We have to search, I guess. It's kind of sort of the universe itself is kind of a big thing.
I'm not saying search. I'm saying let's use a divination wizard and find it.
Can't trust us at all. They're always wrong.
They're bad at magic, but because they have to sit there with cards and shit. But like,
I'm gonna whisper in Clover's ear. Hey, there's some family history. They do not like divination wizards.
You guys don't know one divination wizard.
We know quite a few, but their entire school is horrible. They're terrible at their jobs and they'll never write.
I'm gonna look over at Casimir. Who hurt you?
We'll just start counting fingers and then lose track very quickly.
Look, if we want to deal with this problem, we deal with it at the root. And if that is a creation of Exium, which I'm actually starting to think it might be, we can that is the thing we need to make this end. And we should definitely fight it while it's weaker and not stronger.
That's just one fragment of the thing. There's plenty more.
But that's the point. We have to get the fragments of both sides.
This is true.
And getting it when it's weak. Wow, this is so fun playing a smart character. Getting it when it's weak is the best time, guys.
Just to raise one point, because I feel like this is getting lost. Who is to say any of this is our responsibility? We're talking about the cosmic things that actually make up this universe. For what reason? Because we feel like it?
I do.
This is not what we came here for. This is not the pressing problem. This is not what originally started all this. We have problems of our own to deal with. We're trying to look and escalate them somehow. We came here because she's being hunted right now. Pointing to Clover. Because if we go and deal with... We originally were going to go and talk to the gods. And then we got to want... If we go and talk to them, they're going to try to kill us. Perhaps we deal with that problem before trying to add another dozen onto it and trying to fix the universe. Because guess what? If we were all created by it, it's very unlikely that we can create anything better.
Oh, I don't want to create much more. I just want to destroy most of the things here. Just kind of goes against my feelings.
I have nothing against most of the gods unless they anger me. There's only a couple that I look to kill. But right now, chasing things into the abyss in the hopes of finding some ghost, when we have actual problems at hand, let's deal with those first. Why are we going to chase this thing into the abyss? Because we feel like it. Why?
Well,
we shouldn't be wandering the abyss.
Yeah, we're only here because we got it.
We came to get the mirror because we needed it. We dealt with that creature because it was in the mirror that we needed. We've removed that creature. We have the mirror. The creature is of no concern to us anymore. The god that is hunting you is.
Yeah, you know what? Let the gods deal with the fucking demon.
I would disagree with that.
Or the devils. If he is weaker now, they should be grateful. Perhaps.
Yeah,
we
I'm
can put up with
very
them.
disappointed with the Hells as a whole on that one. I'm gonna look at Akra.
He flips you off.
Do your job.
Also, Vindir,
Oh yeah.
can you give me a second to let me out of this mirror? I need to pop into it for a second.
You can ask him anything if you want to, but
I don't care about him.
Maybe-
Vindir, can you let me out?
Yeah, yeah. Just knock on the mirror window. What I don't know how it looks on your end. Just knock on it when you're ready.
I mean,
Okay,
it looks
send
like
me in.
It looks
Oh,
like
yeah,
an ethereal
and-
being, and that thing had that weapon in there, so it's probably not going to be able to hurt it. But maybe I should go in, guys.
I'm
You
fine
can-
with you going in.
You can go in right after me. I just need to get something of that out. That's all I care about. Kaz is going in.
Okay. You're in the Pokeball.
Kaz is going to go pick up the veil, made out of threads of fate that was inside of it.
Show me a perception check.
$22.
All right, you find the veil sitting in the back.
Yoink. Just going to go like, someone else will be on to deal with you soon, spooky ghost, and then she's going to knock on the glass.
The eyes watch you the entire time as you pass. Everyone, guys, you could leave Casimir in there. Just saying.
No, because he would find a way to break out, and I'll let him out.
I would eat the glass.
I eat people.
I have an explosion in my chest. I would get out.
Yeah. Ready. So, is anybody going in there to kill him?
Okay, I think I can deal with it since I don't think we can just hit this thing normally.
You really
Yeah.
need to kill it? It could be useful kept alive. If it's been alive for centuries, but 5 minutes more is not going to harm it.
I mean, it's been sitting in a window, a mirror the whole time. What's it been doing? God, I'd go crazy. Gods, I'd go crazy if I was just in there doing nothing with something that just wanted to eat me.
Yeah.
You do a little bit. I know when I spent 20 years trapped in a second, it gets you.
And isn't its existence kind of like the opposite of the Raven Queen's teachings? So shouldn't we kill this?
We could also just bring them back to her.
You know what? That's not a bad idea. Let's get the fuck out of here. We can do the mirror thing anywhere. Now. He can wait another day or two. It's not the end of the world. And maybe the Raven Queen wants a piece of his soul or something. I don't know.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. I mean, I was just gonna do dispel evil and good. I'm sure it would have blown the thing up. It might have actually hurt me. That's a good point. We shouldn't do that inside of a demiplane.
That's like casting fireball on yourself.
Well, I mean, it can't leave, but it's gonna force it through the mirror. So that's an agonizing death, isn't it? Like just getting crushed.
Yeah. Yeah,
I guess there's a
not...
crack. Maybe it will fit through that. Its eyes, and this seems ethereal, so maybe it. I don't know.
Nah, I think if anything can get through that crack, that demon would have gone through it.
Okay. Well, yeah, we can just deal with this later. Can anyone Can you teleport us? I'm gonna look at Elwyn.
Sorry, I'm a bit AFK. Sorry.
Where do we want to go?
Anywhere but here. I don't like this place.
If we return to Exandria, the gods will come for you.
Maybe just send me back to that beach I was at. all the dancing people.
Beach and other dancing people.
There's no man's
No
land.
man's land.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about that. We could return back to the Raven Queen's temple. If we are going to deliver him to them. If we wish to.
Whatever works. I just want to get out of here.
Yeah. We'll go back all the way to where we, I guess, spoke to the Raven Queen last. That was in her temple, correct?
Oh, it's in the Shadowfell. So we can either go to the Shadowfell or we can go to the temple that was in... what's that? Vasselheim? But Vasselheim is dangerous.
Natalie would rather go to Vasselheim than the Shadowfell.
So keep in mind of the crime against nature that Elowin committed in Exandria, just as a soft reminder.
Yeah, there's multiple members of the party that's been haunted, and
Yeah, don't worry. I was hunted by the truancy officers in Exandria for years, and they never caught me.
I think gods are maybe a little bit more problematic than some officers.
No, I think they're probably about the same after talking to 22 and getting her opinion.
What does truancy mean?
It means skipping out on class. It's a long story. I had to do a lot
You're
of it.
talking about a school teacher?
No, I probably would have been more competent if it was one of the teachers. No, they're just people that are meant to find kids that are skipping, and apparently 2 are on an investigation for years.
You could skip school?
You went to school?
I mean, yeah.
I don't like to be
Church
mean
school.
looking at Vindir, but you have free will. Yeah, you can skip school.
Weren't you worried about, like, getting whipped for skipping school?
No, I had more pressing issues going on.
Huh. Interesting.
Fair to skip.
You should just be one with nature, man.
The different upbringings in this party is dumbfounding.
Okay. I tell you guys right now, I don't do teleportation magic. The one time I tried to do it, it sent me to a weird place, and I don't want to do that again.
I can return us to ZODIAC, but that's the only ability that I can do. Well,
I could teleport us about anywhere that I've been to.
Yeah, what were you saying, Kaz?
Oh, sorry.
Let me try to do the thing that I seen Lucifon do once. Where are we trying to go?
Somewhere safe.
That is not it. Pick a place.
No man's land. That's where I vote.
Remember when he bent it, you had to get to a specific place to be able to go to the exact opposite space. He folded in half.
Yeah, Kaz is gonna try it from here.
All right, let me open up that map.
Yeah.
All right, roll me an athletics check. You are at...
What are we seeing right now?
Kaz is gonna try the same thing him and Aura have been trying, to fold space.
Let's see.
Game advantage.
Okay,
Yep.
fucking Einstein chipped. Okay.
Yeah. Erg's tried. He's failed.
34.
Yeah, that's not high enough. You just can't get a grip on space. Everyone else, it looks weird as shit as like he's like grabbing the air. Just can't get a grip of it.
Can I try? Or
It's so slippery.
I'm gonna turn on my spell site, whatever,
36,
magic site
no.
thing.
You just have that passively.
Okay. What the heck? Am I seeing like them trying to grab something?
Yeah, they're like grabbing between the spaces in the weave. Or attempting to. They're missing.
Yeah.
Both of them.
Okay, you guys are doing it wrong. This is just like the lever situation. You're all doing it
No,
wrong.
just
watch.
let us focus. You don't understand, okay? You just need to grip it really tightly, but it's really squirmy. Look, if you just hold it like this... Go try again.
Yeah. This is going to be the last try, though.
33.
Oh, you guys are rolling like shit.
I have.
Yeah.
I mean, the die itself has been, like, below 10.
Yeah.
We need it, basically, we need, like, a natural 20.
Do you want me to do
We
it?
need, like,
I can
19
do
or
it with an
20.
18, 19. I can do it 18, 19, or 20, but that's it.
Yeah, I can do it with... I can do it the same because of guidance. Sorry, what were you saying, Wyatt?
Guys, it's very simple. I did it with the lever. I can do it with this.
Go ahead, try. Athletics.
Natalie, you sleight of hand.
You're trying to sleight of hand bend the universe?
Well, I mean, because she has, because last time, I don't know, I was going to try to justify it that, like, it has an actual god doing it this time.
Oh, so you're trying to sneakily have your god fold the universe for you?
Yeah.
Nah, it can't work.
Right,
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah. Sorry, that's, yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm just going to athletics this. Nat 20, baby. 16.
You don't even
Well-
know what the fuck they're trying to grab at. You have no concept of what it is they are doing.
Never mind. I tried. It's not possible. Let's just use the wizard.
Wizard, do the thing.
Where are we going now?
No man's land, I think, is what we kind of discussed, right?
There's nothing out in no man's land. If we're doing that, I can just take it to us to my home.
Okay,
I'm going to your home.
I can do that. I'm gonna use wish to plane shift to Casimir's home, but I want to try something, and Natalie's gonna use distance spell on the spell.
What the hell does that do?
Distance spell plane shift. We're about to see what happens, guys. I always wanted to know.
But you're targeting Casimir's home.
Yes.
I feel like Casimir's little butler is going to see us like 7 times before we actually stop.
We're going
We're
to
just gonna
old
go around
universe,
and around.
guys. We're going to the older universe.
I don't even know what we're going here for.
Let me get this table. I don't fucking...
If you distance spell teleport, it becomes plane shift. If you distance spell plane shift, we don't know what happens.
Reality shift.
Maybe shift it to Vaselheim rather than Casimir's. Just so that we can meet they go to the Queen of Ravens.
We go
Have
twice
I-
distance.
Have I ever been to your home?
Casimir's?
You guys stopped
Uh,
off.
Yeah, I think you have been.
Yeah, you all stopped off before you went to Ur's home. So. Roll me a D100 while I get this table up. Make me unbury some ancient fucking tables.
A 3.
Holy shit.
Wow.
We did it, guys. We broke the universe.
We
What
might be
layer of
going to
abyss
the
are we landing
beyond.
on? We're landing in the abyss. I already know.
Does
We're
I
doing
see
something wrong?
Something with that spell that she's casting?
Too much power. The weave is breaking again.
Linda, what do you see?
Yeah, I wonder what
I'm too
Vince
focused
is.
on you guys looking really weird trying to jab your hands in between the weave.
It's
Like-
really slippery, but I think if we try it more, we can get this.
What did you ask, Elowin? I'm sorry, I was trying to get my table.
Does it look like Clover is trying to do something really weird with her spell?
Every spell she casts looks very weird, to be fair.
Okay, but like, does it seem like she's doing something more weird than usual, or it's just like, for me, she is just casting a spell?
Oh, she definitely is casting, like, she cast the wish spell to cast this.
Mm-hmm.
But then she, like, surges with magic as she usually does. All right. You targeted Casimir's or Vasselheim?
Casimir's, but we distance spelled it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I need each of you to roll me a d4. Each of you need to type out items, a total number of items equal to the number you just rolled that are small or size tiny on your person. Gold does not count. Money does not count. Type out 3 small or tiny objects. 3 for Elowin, 3 for Vindir, 4 for Kaz, 2 for Clover. We're missing somebody. Has to be things on your person, not in your bag of holding. Though the thing you type out could be your bag of holding. Two-handed weapons are not small. Did you roll?
No, I haven't. Give me a
Please
second.
roll.
Hey, just saying, I'm not doing it. But I'm just saying, it's so funny to just put tier of a say-so.
Please put it.
I know.
Please put that.
That would be
I
so
am
good.
not doing it. But it'd be funny.
Excuse me.
Who wants to be to blame for something other than Clover?
I guess
Sure. Oh, on you go.
I guess I could take the blame. It's
Uh,
easy on the for the one who always fuck up to take the blame.
Awesome. Roll me a d6. Vindir, I said not coin. Not money.
Oh no, it's the it was the coin that we got from. Oh crap! It was the special coin.
The Wisp of Death.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, okay. Portable hole, ring of research.
Yeah, I don't have anything else on me.
Damn it. Elowin, one more.
One more.
One more.
What do I have else? My hat.
Dude, you can pick like your clothing if you want to like not pick the things on your person. Your hat's magical, right?
No. It's just a hat.
Okay.
I know it's a glamour weave hat. It just looks cool.
What is the coin? I gave you the text for what the coin. Right?
I think it's a handout. Yes. Hold on.
I don't see a handout.
Yeah, I can post it in chat after I pick my items.
Thank you.
Yeah, I retyped mine with the third.
There's the coin text.
I like how you put Asimir instead of Asimir.
That's what I was meaning.
Yeah, I know.
Just can't type.
I do the same shit. A single-use coin that can remember 50 words spoken to it in a whisper. Oh, yeah.
I don't have a lot of small or tiny things, so.
I pick up so much random stuff.
It's
I still have
precise words.
anti-poisons, like a water-breathing scroll. We've got ink and paper. Spa supplies. The skipping stone was a minor magical thing that essentially it would automatically skip across the water.
And how about for you, 4 things?
4 things I want? Okay.
No, 4 things on your person that are size small, tiny, that is not coin.
That I'm willing to get rid of.
Yeah.
Well, I got water skin. I got tinderbox. I've got explorer's pack, shovel, iron pot. I got enough.
All right, so tell me your 4 things that you're picking. Water skin, tinderbox.
Shovel, iron pot.
All right, and everyone else? I have a ruby of the war mage, a wand of the war mage, a skipping stone, a dagger +1, a bottle of ancient fine blood wine Asimar, stone giant potion, coin of last breath, a signal whistle that nobody hears. I'm writing nobody for my own reasons. Winged boots, glamour weave hat, a portable hole, ring of research, water skin, tinderbox, shovel, iron pot. Everybody, you're locking in these items, or does anybody want to make a last-minute change before what happens?
Let her rip.
Beyblade, baby.
Beyblade.
Alrighty. Well, everybody, delete those items off your character sheet, and when we come back from break, I'll tell you what items they are replaced with from a different campaign.
I'm gonna be I'm so happy, but for me, but whoever.
That's the right button. We're back, everyone. Where last we left off, you all made a little bit of a cosmic whoopsie as you plane shifted through the wish spell using, what is it, distance spell?
Yeah, distance spell, plane shift.
And because of all of this fuckery you did, the universe had difficulty tending to all. As you all are plane shifting, instead of the controlled demeanor of a plane shift that you all have grown to trust and to rely on, it seems to have moved you, firstly, through space to a different time, way off in the future, maybe, or perhaps in a distant world that none of you have ever even fathomed to exist. Strange, surreal, illusory images posted on walls in the sky, these strange four-wheeled wagons that had only one person inside of them and no horses to draw them. Strangest looking clothing and armaments and armors that ever spotted your eyes, and this weird music that, well, it's hip-hop, so all of you can decide if your character liked it or not. As you passed through there, your group had collided with a group of ragtag young 20-something. Maybe 21, maybe 20-somethings. And as you land right inside of Casimir's home, you all notice your things scatter across the room, and intermingled into some of your belongings are fun new objects. Would everybody like to roleplay out them discovering their new items that they have, and I can describe them if need be? Start with you, Cloak.
Where are my shoes? Where's my necklace? She touches her necklace where there used to be a whistle. Oh, can't do that anymore. Ekra always liked that. Where there was once a whistle, there's a pack of cigarettes.
Oves on the front.
Oh, that's not ironic. Okay, she's gonna put that in her pocket. Well, what's this other thing? Is this Ekra? Taste this. It's a thing of water.
Is that what he lost, the water skin?
It was holy water.
Holy water. Oh, Ekra. You move it over to Ekra and they go, fuck you. And they just move away.
Everyone, check yourself for your belongings. This is why I don't do teleport spells.
LOL.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
I'll check. Where's my hat?
There's a lamp on his
yeah,
head.
I've had it for like 6,000 years. And now I lost it. What the fuck? Wait. Oh no. No. I checked for my... Where is there a book in my... instead of my portable hole? That was all that shit.
And when you look at it, it's weird. It's not made out of parchment.
Huh.
Made out of some other strange substance, like paper.
Yeah, like very thin parchment. Kind of weird. Like it's really well made. But it still doesn't... It's not worth 1 million gold.
And also the phantom mask that's just like on your face. And it is like Phantom of the Opera's mask.
Mm-hmm. What the fuck?
The first thing I would notice would actually be the potion of growth, because that's probably on my that's on my belt. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I'm missing that. And so when I start looking through my other things, I'm going to see like, hey, I'm missing my other thing. Wait, where's my books? Damn it! Your spell messed like misplaced my stuff.
Maybe you misplaced your stuff while we were using my spell. Did you ever think of that?
What do you know?
Guys see this leather jacket with spikes all over like the shoulders and stuff. And when you like flex it, the spikes like extend outwards.
Tell me how I misplaced this.
I don't
I don't
know.
even know
You
what
must
this
have
is.
grabbed it.
It's just appeared on my shoulders. What else do you like? What?
You have a
symbol.
Holy symbol that he told you what it is, the green
Yeah,
man,
Green Man.
but you can roll me a religion check if you like.
Yeah. Give me a second. I need to turn off rage. Nat 20.
An ancient and powerful Fayish entity. The Green Man is one of the courtly Fae to the Fall Court. They are they preside over many of the other Fae, and they are to be believed as one of the most powerful Faes that was once a god and chose that Fae life was simpler, and nobody could tell them otherwise.
Ivan Duch. Is this god? Is this holy green man on your kill list?
No, I don't think he's very significant.
Oh, you want to assemble?
I could put it in my collection.
Okay. Then I got
a collection of
what's
symbols
this
for
lock
gods.
of hair? What is this? I look to see if it doesn't match anybody in the party.
It is very, very dark, black even, wavy. It smells like hairspray, sweat, and like a bayou, and high quality tobacco.
Whatever. What's the... Oh, what is this? A bundle of letters to... Dressed to... Barnabas? Does it look like from the outside the letters of mourning?
I mean, the first one you open, you could tell they're all letters of mourning to this Barnabas.
Yeah, I don't know if I would just open mail to somebody else, but probably would, just so I could figure out who it is. I'm like, oh, this is tragic. What's the next one?
Next up is Vindir.
I'm still reading while he's going through his.
I think I got a druid's pack or something. I got a bucket, a blanket, and I don't know, maybe not druid. A very colorful t-shirt.
I'll trade you some holy water for the blanket.
Yeah, you can have this used blanket. Here you go.
I'll hand him the holy water. I'm going to put the blanket near the bag of holding. Come on, Hop. Come out.
Actually, no, they can't be here.
Hop, if you don't come out, we're going to have another earthquake.
I can't.
They don't want you to be in there. That's why we keep having these earthquakes.
Can't, though. Divine entities are forbidden.
We break the rules, Hop. That's
You
point
break
of
the
this
rules.
experiment.
I don't break any rules.
There's no character growth if you don't break the rules, Hop.
My character has grown as much as it needs to, I believe. But yeah, Vindir, you have those things and the tie-dye t-shirt, which admittedly is like long, skinny. Very, very long. Everyone in this party would be swimming in it except her.
Yeah. I'm thinking like the little old lady at the end of Titanic in her little nightgown.
Oh yeah, yeah. And then Casimir.
You're not allowed to teleport. I'm just gonna say, like, Casimir's like fell on his back through the potion. If it's something digging into me, she's gonna like pull something out, and it is plastic sword-looking thing. There is a pink unicorn head on it. I posted it in Discord, and you're like, What the hell is like with the whole way he's holding it? I accidentally presses one of the buttons and it just starts glowing. What is this? Whose is this? What did you do?
Apparently you misplaced it, Casimir. Based on what Clover said.
I don't trust anything they say.
What's a weird looking quarterstaff you got there, Kaz?
Do you want it?
No.
I don't know why it's unicorn. Wait, you have a unicorn here. It just toss it to Clover.
What? Well, Ekra, this would go with your aesthetic, seeing as you and Hop are friends now.
It
I'm
is.
gonna make her take it.
Oh, you gave it to Ekra?
Yeah.
Oh, Ekra will take it. Fuck yeah. She doesn't care. Oh, this will be good against all demons. Nice. It deals radiant damage only. No other bonuses. It just only deals radiant damage. No slash.
He's just gonna like pat himself down, pull out some other plastic thing that's a pen with clicky buttons. I don't even know what that is.
I will
Which-
say,
Yep.
give me a charisma save when you start clicking the pen, Casimir. I mean, it's fun, but it's not addictive.
Click.
Like Casimir just ASMR himself.
Yeah, just sitting there going like this. Oh.
Very strange.
Are you saying you couldn't see Casimir being entertained by that for like an hour?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Joey?
Yeah.
How big is the room?
We'll say you guys are in Casimir's foyer, which is fucking fantastic. You're in a castle.
Okay, and there's other people with us?
Yes, you see that there are these bald men with shaved heads, shaved eyebrows, freakishly pale, that are walking around, and all of which are stopping to bow consistently at Casimir before you see the familiar hunchback one, Edgar. Master, welcome home.
Stay where you are.
I'm going to transform into dragon and go pout in the corner. Because I left a million gold.
You like us?
No comment. I'm not holding any. I'm not giving any order in regards to that.
By the way, there's a new cask of ale for you, Master.
Wonderful, because I'm going to need it because where did my bottle of wine go? I was drinking that.
This is called the Montenegro of Hopeless Nightmares.
And who sent that?
Marcella.
Of course. Did she leave any words with it? Any note?
Yes, of course, Master. And he hands you over the note with a bottle of the El Montenegro. What was it? Hopeless Nightmare.
Took the bottle away, but you won't read the note.
Okay. You pop it open, looking at it. She is expressing how in the next 50 years or so, she would be interested in having an additional parlay with sit-down conversation to take place that you can schedule off in the distance. And she hopes that you are doing well and that this vintage bottle of an early fiend that was bloodlet would be able to satiate.
Okay. Well, she's trying to buy me over. That makes sense. Anyway, my head is still pounding from whatever that was. Thank you, Edgar. Okay, so we're here. Now what? Although I think it might have been better to go to Vasselheim instead of here.
As long as gods can't come get me, I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'm
but we
going
have gods chasing us in Vasselheim, and plus the dragon pissed everybody off over there.
By the way, would you guys like to hear that song you heard while you were in the other place?
Sure.
Sure.
All right, I'm just going to play it on one loop.
York, where the cobblestones whisper spells and steel sings under moonlight. You don't walk these streets, you survive.
I was born near the Crackwan station, where the potions brew deep and the guards need patience. Crystal on my neck, that's a ward from the warden. Used to duck hex hounds, now I'm spell sorting. Scrolls in the satchel, boots laced tight, watching spirits in the steam on the street light. Mama sold charms, Papa mixed ink. I learned to rhyme curses in the tavern by the brink. Slick with the tongue like a serpent in a prayer. Magic in my voice make a demon stop.
Did anyone else hallucinate while we were on that trip?
Yes. There was very different noises coming off the streets.
I felt like I've seen colors I've never seen before.
Yeah.
Everything was so bright.
I don't
They
see
had
that one. They don't
horseless
work out well.
carriages.
It was strange. Wyatt, you're being quite quiet right now.
That's why I don't do these traveling spells. They just don't work out ever.
Yeah,
But
you're
how-
not allowed to do that magic again.
Yeah, how'd you mess it up so bad?
I didn't mess it up. That's how it normally goes.
Then don't do that. Do better.
I'm sorry. I'm a cleric doing plane shift.
I can
I
do
don't
plane
even-
shift.
What's the problem with that?
Usually I take you to a temple of my god, but I can't go there right now, so it's a little difficult.
Fair, Elowin. Fair.
Well, Vindir is confused because the words in the song make it sound like they have a very hard life, but he looks down and sees clean streets and horseless carriages and does not understand what's so hard about that. You can see one goblin, one troll, one ogre.
Goblins wearing business suit. So,
Yeah, those aren't goblins.
so that is the atmosphere, what you were inside of. Wait, we lost
Yes.
somebody.
Erg.
Oh no.
This was horrible music. It was not music.
You, servant, can you please show me to my room? Also show my companions here. I'm gonna look at Cold Steel and Ekra to their respective rooms as well.
Edgar slowly turns and looks at you, Kaz, and gives you the secret signal of, are we killing them?
No, they're okay.
Yes, of course. And he will begin showing you over towards a room. Oh, there any particular furnishing? We have charcoal, we have obsidian, we have deep, we have underdark, every shade of black you can imagine.
And reds.
Yes, and red. Pink, but we call that light red.
She'll take the room with brimstone, and he'll just take whatever room's available.
He,
But yes,
Cold Steel.
still, yeah.
I will remain sleeping in your quarters, sitting on the chair and observing.
No.
Yes.
I can control you. You know what? You can go observe Ekra.
They pull out a different book that they keep locked and unlock it. It's been over a month. And Ekra will look at Edgar, look over at you, Casimir. You have a prettier one.
Of those? Potentially.
Send it
there
to my
is-
quarters, and she'll just walk.
There is a spawn. Go give them a soda.
Okay.
Make sure they're fed, but they should be. They're smart enough now, anyway.
giving a succubus a fully matured vampire who is also an archmage.
Yes.
Cool. I like it.
So I think they were a she.
She. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a winged tiefling, I
Mhm.
think. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they can have that.
What?
I had to roll a d6, I believe, earlier.
Oh, yeah. That was to determine which game.
Okay,
You rolled
gotcha.
2, so it's Tuesday early, Tuesday evening. Then
Okay,
that's the
okay.
one you got 2.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, looking at your new things, all of them are definitely not items you really know what they are. They need to be identified for you to figure out what they do. And even at that, you can't identify any specifics like name, purpose, or origin of creation. None of that is discernible about any of these items.
Well, about my book, does the page look easier to write on?
Oh,
than Parchment?
absolutely. Yeah. And it
I'll-
doesn't, it seems to absorb a minimal amount of ink, but not bleed at all.
Oh, I'll ask. Uh,
Welcome back.
ask
Can you hear
Kaz
me?
if he
Yes.
has any
Okay.
paper / wood or something lying around.
What is it you're looking for?
Paper, wood.
For what purpose?
I'm trying to try something. I just need paper, basically.
Don't set fires.
No fire.
I'll offer some paper.
I love that
Oh.
that's actually a warning you have to give Halloween.
I'll cast fabricate on that paper to make a book like the one I got, but blank.
It makes parchment, but not of the same kind. It makes it out of the wood that he brings you. This paper seems to be from a different type.
Okay, so it's not as subtle and
Not common wood that's like firewood that Casimir would have. It's very unique red tree wood, redwood.
do we have that in our universe?
In the universe, yes. On this world, no.
Okay.
There is no jungle on this entire plane of existence. Or sorry, not jungle. What are those considered? Ancient forests? Where like redwood trees would grow?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's like an ancient forest, like thousands and thousands of years old to breed the tallest, strongest, widest trees.
Okay, so I need to find a special kind of wood.
Wood, and then you could fabricate it. Yeah.
Okay, so I have something similar, but it's not as good.
Yes, it's not up to the same quality. You can fabricate this into parchment, but not into like modern parchment.
Okay.
You'll figure it out.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah.
I like that it's a common basic trash item, but it's like so precious right now.
And Vindir has a new sleeping shirt that's tie-dye.
Mhm.
I think that and Casimir just like I'm now envisioning Casimir while he stays awake all night while everyone's sleeping, just clicking his pen.
Mm-hmm.
Like
We'll do
And
so
I'll
much
have-
science with all these colors.
yeah.
So I'm now over the loss of a gold and a new quest. An epic quest. No. Epic quest for a book.
We must find more trees.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Paper.
Okay,
Yeah.
so just setting some ground rules. No eating people, no setting things on fire, and no disruption in the production in the basement.
I
I
mean,
don't-
that's pretty simple.
I don't want to know what you do in basement.
That's the Coke factory.
I'm not going to the basement.
Good. That's why I said don't disrupt it. But no eating people, no setting things on fire, no destroying stuff. Or weird magic. Or summoning things. No magic.
This feels very Target.
Yeah. I feel like you're pointing somebody out, and I just can't figure it out who it is.
Magic users.
Oh,
Vindir you can
Hmm.
cast.
Master,
Yes.
we are 3 days out from having the permanent hollow.
No, good to know.
He's a cleric. He's been working. Oh, yeah, he's been casting it here every single day. This has been the first time since you've been in this campaign that you let him stay in one place for an entire year.
Yeah, just drop him off here. He's been here for a while.
Yeah.
I mean, he set up the sanctum and everything. Well, him and all the other clerics.
They're useful. They worship you.
Yeah.
By the way, sir, when the some of the others are becoming a bit antsy, they're wondering when the first of us will be chosen to transform, ascend.
When they earn it.
Right, but is there going to be a write-up? A
It'll happen in
manifest?
time. When I believe it's right, we'll have that discussion. If there's any dissenters, deal with them.
Of course, master. Nods.
Are people asking up for promotion, Kaz? Wow.
Guys, roll me a deception check. Unless you do plan on eventually transforming some. Okay. Yep. Fucking.
Clover just feels like a little tingle just have.
22 senses are tingling.
Okay. Back to real things. Edgar, go away. What are we doing?
I had a question, Joey.
Yes.
I know that when I want to buy like a rare, whatever, I need to spend what's the word again? Downtime. But can I pay someone to search item for me?
Yes, you can. Yeah.
Huh.
You just need somebody that you trust with that amount of money to go search for it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need to find someone. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah. But yes, you can do that. So, Kaz, you were asking everybody what?
What are we doing? What is next steps?
Hmm.
We're worried about the god that is trying to come over Clover. We have the mirror now. Should we face them? We now have the mirror that if they act up and go against us, we can steal them.
Yeah. I mean, how many gods? I mean, we can only put one god in. It's not like I can put a bunch in. So if more than is the Changebringer or the Lawbearer?
The Changebringer.
Right. So if he has any peers that show up, it might make it a little more difficult. But maybe it'd be a nice deterrent too if they see how well it works.
Well, quite honestly, I don't know what else we were going to do. We were going to go and discuss with them. I would hope it would not resolve into battle, but the Reverend Queen seems to suggest that if we ever wandered into their domain, it would absolutely be something that they would attempt. and I don't believe that the messengers are going to get any less. So, I suppose it's something that we need to work on. If we are worried about the fact that they are a god, we could take a short detour to test ourselves against another. Though I think that being that we fought, or didn't you mention that it was essentially akin to a god? It was a fragment of a Cecil. Or of
what we talked to
other.
was the fragment of the Raven Queen's first blade.
Yeah, he's talking
No.
about the thing you fought.
Yeah, the
Oh,
demon
that
demon
was
that
not
wasn't
a
demon.
fragment of the Aseso. That was a fragment of the Aseso and XCM's combined form.
So, essentially what a god
Yeah.
was as well. So they were essentially a god. Granted, one that had been trapped in place for a while, but
Yeah, but honestly, the Changebringer hasn't been doing much anyways either. So, don't think he has.
if we sought to test ourselves before doing that, there is one on this plane that battle has been discussed for a long time and it has been waiting. And we could certainly take care of it while we're here.
Do you really think Ares is weaker than a Changebringer?
I have no idea. Most likely. There hasn't been more here for a while. Oh, Edgar, go get the one that went to the room. The one with black hair.
Yes, master. Clover, your door gets pushed open. Edgar picks up the blanket that you are laying on and drags you out to everybody else.
I want to test out the blanket. Okay. What? What's wrong?
We're talking about next steps.
Oh. Cold steel.
He comes walking out, soaking wet.
Why are you wet?
I am observing you for now on.
I need you to get your notes. Specifically, I need you to pull out the notes on the Pantheon and potential prospects for certain positions. And Natalie's going to pull out her notes. So, my mission, or 22's mission, was a reform. And I mean a total reform, which would require essentially 3 parties on each side. 3 beings that represent I like to call the triad of destruction, the triad of balance, and the triad of creation. Life, obviously, would be represented by a say-so. Creation, though, is not just life, it's structure and inspiration. So life would be more on the, if I had to make a category, a chaotic version. Inspiration would be your neutral version, and structure represents the law of creation itself. So those would be those 3. Your triad of balance would have to keep time, which I'm informed that there's already an aspect of time existing, so we probably just keep that one alive. Our friend Luck, which when we finish this, I can free her and she can do that job. And something that represents judgment. So if you know a god that would be perfect for representing judgment, or a being, I look over at Cold Steel, something along the lines of him, that would be most ideal.
Peace out for me, please.
Okay, give me a second. I'll go through the thing first, and then lastly, the triad of destruction, which I think is going to be the hardest decision. When I came down to it with Cold Steel, I believe it came out to entropy, wrath, and void. Void would be the end all, be all, silence, darkness, nothingness. This would be your, believe it or not, your neutral version. Wrath would be chaos. It would be like war. Anything that happens in the name of destruction would be wrath. This would more be Exium himself. and then entropy, the decay and destruction of everything that existed. So when we have those three, they would be the triad of destruction. I was originally going to try to put my nice friend Ekra as in charge of entropy and decay. Raph would obviously have to be Exium. As for Void, I asked 22 and she had a few people, but I think you guys would know more about what could represent Void, as well as judgment and possibly inspiration and structure. But I think if we can level these out and we use the power of Exium to make the triad of destruction, we try to keep the triad of balance, but using Exium and a say-so and only a say-so for triad of creation, I think we can make a say-so just strong enough to not be destroyed by Exium no matter how hard he tries.
If I can interrupt. While all of this is all very good, and I understand that you're trying to do this for some reason, that is not our immediate threat. That is not the immediate problem. Sure, it might be your grand ambition, but that is not our next steps. It's not really what we're working towards. The problem is right now that you're being hunted.
Oh, I'm being hunted because of this. That's the whole.
You're being hunted because.
Oh,
Because you're an
that
avatar.
22's in me. Well, this is how she circumvents things. It's how I'm standing in this room right now, or she's standing in this room. It's complicated. Like her thoughts are my thoughts are her thoughts sometimes, but it's how she can go about doing this. If she stayed up in the heavens, there's too many laws. Like you see how Hop can't come out of that bag of holding. We could just see his face. There's things that prevent beings from doing stuff. And part of the reason I have Ekra and Cold Steel and Hop all the time is to try to circumvent or beat these laws. That's why I keep trying to get Hop to come out, even when he was in the Hells. And I've seen a unicorn in the Hells before. It was in a book. But yeah, the whole point is to try to beat nature, not be controlled by these laws.
And while I'm sure it's some grand plan that also involves killing every other god.
Killing a lot of them, yes. But 22
So
said there was going to be a war, but something stopped it.
There's always going to be a war.
No, I mean a war between the gods. There was supposed to be like a big war, like kicking off very soon, and then I don't know.
Oh, that might be my fault.
It could be any number of things, unless you have something in particular.
Just unlock that prophecy that I'm supposed to piss all the gods off.
There's a lot of prophecies going around right now, as like the one of Exium. You know, getting free. That one.
I do have something I need to check. I'd like to get in the mirror.
Okay. You see the eyes just staring at you.
Hello. And you've been there for eons and everything, and there's still this crack in the mirror. And you both know that thing that was there before that made it. Do you know how to repair the mirror?
No, you cannot repair the mirror.
It cannot be repaired?
No.
Okay, so whatever getting trapped in there will just chip at it as time goes on?
It took eons for the original entrapped creature to produce that crack.
Yeah, I guess. So
Mirror is not a permanent solution for anything.
Okay. Do you know I'm bad with name, but the Raven Queen was the one that we seen before, that one that cater to the dead.
Raven Queen is the god. Yeah, Fendrick was her predecessor.
As the Charlotte Blade, the eyes, if she's been overwhelmed by the amount of dead that's pouring through the Shadowfell.
Then kill me, so I may be with her.
Do you think an additional source of power would be able to help her, or doesn't work that way?
It is the mortal element that is needed, not power.
Okay.
Are you going to kill me?
How do I even kill you?
Destroy me.
Oh. I'll check little magic to see what he is.
Yeah. He can make himself incorporeal, so he can't be hurt by anything. But if he makes himself solid, you can just kill him.
Okay. I don't see why we need to delay this. It's just cast sending to Vindir. The magic doesn't traverse the
Nope,
mirror.
it does not at all.
I'll tap on the mirror to get out.
So it's completely up to you guys if you let Elwyn out or not. Just so.
Yeah, let an Elwyn out.
Okay.
No, just leave them though.
Do we kill him?
Wait,
do we kill him now?
was asking something.
Oh, sorry.
I'm going to do a test. I'm going to say the combined creature's name. Zelkarath, I think.
Oh, yeah, there's a massive earth shake.
We're underground. We all die.
I'm just making I'm
He
just
said
making
no
sure it wasn't
magic.
just tied to that plane.
He said no magic.
I had set a couple of easy rules. It
I'm gonna look
really
at
was
Hawk.
not difficult. Do not destroy
That's-
anything. Don't do magic shit, and don't kill anybody.
That
How
wasn't
difficult
me.
is this?
I was just thinking of the peacekeeper. Yes
I
or
look
no
at
answers. Don't be a fucking idiot. Just
It's very simple rules.
I was just testing to see if that was just tied to the plane or not.
Is it very simple rules?
You're testing magic in a no magic zone.
Then why did it work?
No, magic can be used here.
Oh,
I'm
you're-
saying don't use it.
oh, I thought you said magic couldn't be done here. My bad.
So do we kill the shard of the eyes in the mirror?
No, we were going to give him back to the Queen of Ravens.
Oh, okay.
The
All right,
point was,
when you're proficient in religion, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. Killing him is returning him to the Queen of Ravens.
yeah,
That's
I don't,
their
Gotcha.
entire thing.
I don't.
I'll just go back into the mirror.
Chloe is suffering.
I'll go back to the mirror right now. Get physical. I'm done. I'm just done. I'll turn into a dragon and just fire breath his ass.
Yep, and you completely kill him, and the last thing you hear is, "Thank you."
Kaz is just gonna look to Vindia. Wasn't one of the other rules that I said no fire?
Well, technically, he's not in your, or she's not in your house. So
It looks like she is, though. Like with
yeah,
the mirror
it looks
reflection.
like it.
Yeah,
But-
I'll fire breath on my side of the mirror, but with a fancy way, because it will just spell out "fuck you." I'm tired. In fire. And I'll tap on the mirror to get out.
I'll let you out as as I'm shaking it though, because I'm not sure who you told to go fuck themselves, so I'm just kind of shaking it while I'm letting you out. just make it real awkward.
I'm done today. Can we go long rest? I'm just tired of this whole thing.
What is a long rest?
That's where I never mind. You're a vampire. You don't do those.
I mean, we rest. Yes.
Yes.
We just don't use weird terms for it. Okay, so Edgar, sure, turn room. So problems that we actually have.
Edgar will
So-
gesture for Elowin to sit on the blanket and drag them back to their room.
What?
He will gesture for you to sit on the blanket and drag you back to your room.
Oh, okay. How big is the blanket
Big enough.
for a dragon?
No.
I'll awkwardly sit on the blanket still as a dragon.
Can't move her, master.
I'll turn back into human.
She's too fat.
I'll just look at him in a very, what the fuck did you just say?
Says you're too fat.
Okay. I thought I didn't hear it. It's fine.
But yeah, he'll drag you away. Everybody, go on.
So we need to deal with the Changebringer. We're not sure if we're strong enough to deal with the Changebringer, and we think Ares might be weaker than the Changebringer as a test. Is that correct?
Eventually.
Which one's Ares?
Remind me, Joyce, he tier 3 god?
Yes, he is a tier 3 god.
And Changebringer's a tier 2?
Yes, she is.
He is a lower caliber of god than the Changebringer. One that is stuck on this world and one that will be growing weaker. When I last seen him, he was starting to grow fat again. He's currently depressed.
Cold Steel. What do you know about him? What are your notes on him?
Ares, Lord of War, tier 3 god. Potential aptitude of tier 1 depending on state of war and dominion expansion. Current residence, this plane of existence itself. In case any stupid people have forgotten, this plane of existence is ZODIAC. While in times of war, his power goes and rivals to that of just beneath the tier 1 gods itself. And outside of times of war, he plummets down to the tier of cults. His secondary domain is of cooking and cuisine, which allows him to maintain some level of prestige and power throughout the realm.
And do you think he'd be a good candidate for any of the triads?
Flip, 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 flip. Mm. Rage.
Out of character, maybe Wrath.
Yeah, I was just getting to that
I know
one.
that. I know
Yeah,
that is
yeah.
Natalie, but like, I just wanted his notes if there was any like weird thing why he wouldn't be good for that.
Top 4 behind Ulrich Ashbrand, Reva Stormheart, and Shalana Embercroft.
Also,
You might
out of
want
character,
to keep him alive.
maybe inspiration, because cooking.
We really change Ares up if we put him in the creation category. Maybe we don't kill this one if he's a top 5 candidate.
I mean, I owe him. We don't need to.
Let's meet him first. Can I meet him first? Maybe 22 knows something about him that I don't.
You appeared in his court. sure, domain.
Yeah, but I didn't talk to him or anything.
For your weird stuff, sure. Perhaps you actually might have some insight on the Changebringer. It could be useful.
And
Just do not mention anything about a war, because as soon as he starts growing in strength, he becomes problematic and egotistical. We could stay the night here, and then we could head out.
Okay.
That sounds good. Some of you seem tired.
I heard. So I have a book on the Zodiac gods, and I think all of them are low tier. Maybe we could just go one by one.
I'm friends with quite a few of them, so it's quite a few that I do not wish to kill.
Well, unless they're willing to give up their divine spark.
Some of them probably. But right now, deal with the problem of the immediacy, not the overarching thing that you're trying to get to. Right now, you have one that's trying to kill you. Let's deal with that first before trying to think of let's kill all the gods.
I think
if you can't even manage one, what is the point of the rest of it?
we have enough divine sparks. We should be able to increase ourselves, I guess, is my thought on this.
So, Vindir, thoughts?
Do we need to fight Ares right now?
No, I think we are going to meet him initially. Discuss, because he might have some insight on the Changebringer as well.
I mean, with his rival dead, I'm pretty sure he'd be willing to talk to us.
Rival.
Follower. His champion.
His rival was his champion?
Sort of. It was... Things happened.
Very complex.
So we go to Ares tomorrow. Unless anyone has any complaints and it's decided.
Yeah,
No
go to Ares
complaints.
tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. It's all fine. I'd like to.
Everyone go get some rest. Sorry, Burn, you go.
That's fine. I'd like to cast Sending to my good friend that hates me. Godfrey Bruce.
Okay.
Godfrey Bruce, the blacksmith
Oh, yeah.
that hates adventurers.
Yes.
I'll. Do you want me to say it and then type out, or type out first?
Type it out.
Okay, good.
So when you guys are going to your rooms, Vindir, you do over here, Cold Steel, look over at Clover and go, is there a reason we're avoiding the topic of any of you individuals taking over any of those specific domains? I have multiples of them listed as my potentials for top 5.
Just other people. Even though they show lack of wisdom, the current gods, I think they have better experience at doing it than putting a person that has never been a god in power. See how people act with power, looking, doing side eyes at the rest of the group as she's walking away.
Yes,
She's saying
impulsively based upon the domains that they have current dominion and power over top of.
She's gonna say this in Sylvan, so hopefully no one understands. But no, I don't. We can discuss putting people in those positions, but I'd like to see the current gods and that are doing positions somewhat like it before I make a decision. Especially for the destruction ones. Putting a person in charge of destruction is much more dangerous, in my opinion, than putting a god in charge of destruction.
It is certainly inconvenient that Magum went missing.
He was
had
the
the-
best.
He was the highest aptitude for destruction, yes. Though, of course, there's still Luna, which I don't know why you keep telling me to write off.
These guys seem to have a problem with her.
Do mortals not have problems with most people who rival in power?
I haven't heard one good thing about her from anybody.
Well, I have a word. It was from her husband dating 453 years ago. Her ass won't quit. I believe it is an aspiration for her dedication to her work and craftsmanship.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. I would, before I consider people, I would want to see, like I said, the gods in charge. We can put people if we feel that the gods are all bad. But I don't, it kind of makes our job easier if we don't have to kill them, right?
Your job.
You're with me.
You can stop correlating our two tasks. My agenda is completely different from yours.
You know, I always wanted to find a true neutral being and see what it would do if it had was all powerful, but I wasn't expecting this.
I am not a good contender for any of these positions of power.
Judgment?
No. My judgment is too fair, and a fair basis of judgment is not equivalent for all. It is either equivalent, fair, or equitable. To be able to have a good judge, you must be one of those three at any given time, depending on what is needed. I would only be one.
Oh, I think balance is the ones we're going to be giving most to mortals.
Very well. Balance will hang on the shoulders of mortal. Period.
As it should.
Vindir
you.
hearing this the entire time. Sylvan doesn't make a difference. Greetings, Godfrey. I apologize for disturbing you again. I'd like to offer you a lucrative deal if you're willing to hear what I have to say. All right, Elowin.
Yes.
This is Godfrey, not me. Fuck you. No. No. No, no. No, 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 no. Leave me the fuck alone, you stupid and obscene.
Okay.
Godfrey does not like you. He doesn't like people disturbing him.
I don't know where he is because I'm not going to cast telepathy on him because it would be very, very rude.
You telepathic bond. Hey.
Yeah, but is there a way to do a reverse gate where I send something to him?
There is a particular spell of like 4th or 5th level that does that. You would have to like go out of your way to learn that spell. I can't remember what it's called.
Okay,
Just Speedy
cast...
Speedy Courier.
Oh,
Speedy Courier. Thank you. You can look it up.
Cast Wish to cast it.
Well, you have to be aware of said spell. You didn't know. I didn't know.
Okay.
Casimir's the only one who apparently knows. You should ask to the scientist.
To be fair, Casimir does actually know it because he's seen it in person.
So, are you going to go ask him?
Do it.
Ask him.
The scientist?
Yeah, the #1 scientist on the entire world, Casimir.
Yeah, I guess I'll ask him if there's any spell for that.
Magic
like
in the house.
Okay, reverse gate to send something to someone.
Kaz?
Tell me how you're asking. What are you doing?
I'd like to send something to someone I don't know where he is. Like, Because I can cast Gate to get someone to me, but is there a
No
spell?
magic.
Not here, not right now. But is there a spell for that? To send something to someone?
Probably yes. I've seen it happen. But if you're looking to just send something to someone, there's easier ways. I can just have someone deliver it.
Oh, okay. But how does that happen?
I give an order to someone. They write a letter or take the object or whatever it is you're doing, and then they carry it, and they go all across the lands and find whoever it is, and give them to it. It's called postage. It's a brand new concept, I know.
Yeah, but I don't know where he is. I'd need to have his address. No?
Do you have a name?
Yes.
What is the name?
Godfrey Bruce.
Edgar.
You see him jump off the stairs to land down on the floor in front of you.
With our trading network, do we have any information on it? What was the name again?
Godfrey Bruce.
That name.
No, sir.
Can you find out if anyone does?
Well, yes, sir. I can conduct research if you would like. May I ask what their profession is? May help.
It's a blacksmith.
Let me actually. Kaz, follow me to the library. If Kaz takes a quick look through all of. What was her name?
Godfrey Bruce.
No.
Cassandra's
Cassandra.
library.
Yeah.
Can he find anything on that name?
Investigation.
Blacksmiths? I believe I've got upgrades that give me advantage. $39.
Yes, he is a legendary blacksmith who is the only known living person to have ever handled dwarfen steel and craft it into a usable object.
Are they on this world?
No, they are not. Their whereabouts, last she had written about them, was visiting the ley line. Though he did not ever reveal his home address or where his forge. Though he does have associations, and she believed him to be a worshiper of the Allhammer.
Of course. So good news and bad news. The posted idea doesn't work. Sort of. You can maybe ask the library to send something because they have connection to the ley lines, and that is the last known location I have here about him.
Okay.
But if you're looking for some magic to send people stuff, there is a kind of magic. It was essentially a speedy courier, I believe they called it.
Quiet whisper. But
They summoned a box, and then they sent it away elsewhere, and it appeared in somewhere else in the universe.
Okay.
They did it to like summon some stuff for us in trade.
Okay. Would I be able to cast Wish then that spell then, or not yet? Because I don't know the specifics.
if he made you aware of it, I'm just gonna make you your Arcana.
Okay.
No, Clover, the other one.
But at the very least, you may have a start that the ley lines might be a good connection point to them, if that helps.
Okay.
It's the last that she's wrote about it, so.
Yeah.
Best in my knowledge, Shadowwide connections. We have some connections there at some point. So whenever it is, we're next at the ley lines, so we can search around.
You know who I'm talking about, right? Wyatt?
Yeah, it's when I played Kurt. That's like way back.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta.
It's buried for me too.
Yeah,
Maybe one of you guys remember. Kaz, do you remember the the interplanar messenger? Your friend?
Yes.
Do you remember their name?
Garfield.
Garfield, thank you. So
oh, that guy. I thought you were talking about the friggin' Mama Vusi guy.
no,
He was the one that
no.
like went, got his cloak and everything, and we released him so that he could actually wander all the planes.
Yeah, no, I know Garfield. I didn't realize he was. I didn't realize that's what he did. I thought it.
I mean, he went and got things for people, and he wanted friends.
He has item for Liara. That's gonna be awkward.
So, while you guys are discussing this, yep, this is the map we are on. You see this man step through seemingly nothing. Just the air itself shimmers as this gorgeous looking man steps. He has this flowing long hair that seems almost wispy and energy infused, as if it is completely made out of smoke that bellows behind. And his clothing looks noble, regal, and elegant, long, silky. And he looks over at you. Hello, my friend.
He looks much different than he did before, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Can I still recognize him?
Yeah, that's Garfield. Same face. Just, sharper chin, better clothing, better skin, better hair, better posture.
How did you get here? Actually, I shouldn't ask that question. I shouldn't be surprised anymore. You got younger.
It has been a long time, my friend. He comes over to you and gives you a hug.
Sure. Pat, pat.
By the way, I'm so remorseful that I could not make it to Liara's funeral. Know that I had my own vigil in Pyre, where I was. And, out of respect of her, I have found her burial location and have placed the last item she asked me to curry for her there.
What might that have been?
Well, just a simple object she was looking for.
She was looking for a great many things. This is important.
I don't believe it is any longer.
It's not
Dead
an
people
earring,
do
is
not
it?
want things. He looks over at you, Vindir. Hello. I forget, have we been acquainted before?
I don't
No.
think so. He's met your brother.
Which one?
That's a good question. Ferryman type.
Ah. Is he still doing that? Wonderful. I'm glad. How did you enjoy his company? Did he seem healthy?
I suppose.
And he approaches over to you, Elowen, picking up your hand and kissing the back of it. It is a pleasure to meet you. My name is Garfield. And you are?
I'll blush a bit and I'm Elowen. I mage.
If you are in need of something being curried or something being found, I am more than happy to take it upon myself to do this for a friend.
And what do you require of said friend?
Just want more friends. You can never have enough, can you?
Or something?
Casimir over there was my second friend in a long, long time. Liara, my first. They helped me get out of some of my darker days, as friends do.
Yeah, I don't remember you having hair then.
Yes. I'm feeling much better now.
Right.
But if you are in need of a friend, Elowen, I will be more than happy to curry something for you to where you need it.
Would you be able to find someone called what's the name again? Godfrey Bruce?
He looks over at you, Casimir, with a soft smile. You can take recommendations or reviews from my other friends if you would like.
He has a supernatural talent of being able to procure or deliver things of need.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would give recommendation now.
Mm-hmm. It's just that I don't have the thing I want to send him here, but I have it at my castle.
Then perhaps I shall locate this Godfrey for you.
I'll give direction to my castle.
Oh,
Like,
no. I cannot take anything from anyone unless it is asked of me to steal it.
No, I meant directions to my castle.
Ah, okay.
So I want to send Godfrey 1,000,000 gold.
No, I do not need money. Thank you.
No, to Godfrey.
Oh, you want me to take your money and give it to him? Very well.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
easily.
I'm sure we'll be the best of friends, but right now we are friends.
He will smile wide, take your hand, and squeeze it so earnestly, and he casually takes a step back and disappears into nothing.
Joy, while that was going on, because I can sense feelings now, and it's the first time that he's been here since that, what does he feel like given the type of creature that he is?
When he was discussing Liara, he felt authentically remorseful, authentically sad. When speaking with you, he felt joyous, happy, reminiscent as well. When Vindir spoke to him, he felt afraid for but a moment. But then it shifted over to feeling curious. Then, while speaking with Elowen, he felt elated, energized, thrilled, incredibly happy. And the moment he heard her say that she would be his friend, his happiness was contagious. You couldn't help but to smile yourself with how happy.
I think I should bake him cookies.
Keep it like that. He'll
Damn it. I'm
Yeah.
so close I can have cookies. Don't tempt me
Oh.
early. It's Wednesday. I'm breaking my diet.
Fuck yeah.
I'll
Next
ask.
week.
I'll ask Casimir if I can burn his kitchen without burning anything.
no burning, no magic, no destruction, no killing
magic.
people.
No magic.
Those are the rules.
I'll make non-magical schnitterdoodles.
Snickerdoodles?
Yes.
Okay. Are you
Like the-
proficient in cooking supplies?
Yes. I'm Oh, I
Mm.
wanted to ask you actually for my feat. I forgot. I didn't take it yet. For the 23.
Okay.
I wanted there's the epic, not epic, the 19 plus feat that gives you what's the word? Proficiency in all skills.
Oh, yes, you may.
I already have it, but I
Okay.
want the same thing but for tools. I'm missing.
I don't think you can abuse that. And you guys already have an artificer, so sure.
I'm missing like 7 tools.
Yeah.
All of them.
Well, now you have all of them.
Okay.
But yeah, roll me
I'll-
cooking supplies utilizing wisdom.
Okay. I'll use my human advantage. And I use what's the word again? Damn it. Blessed. Was it blessed or no guidance? Sorry, guidance. Cooks with oops. So cook. I need to change it.
Wait until we actually get into the lore of what Garfield and his brothers are.
I know what they are as a race.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
I
Oh,
revealed.
not 20.
You
Let's
gave me that
go.
long
I'm making
time
the
ago.
world's best cookies.
The best snickerdoodles ever. They
Oh,
smell so good, it makes Casimir feel hungry.
I'll try something. Garfield, you there? Okay.
Garfield leaves. Nothing will stop him from achieving what he has to for his friend.
Mm-hmm. I'll
The Eeriarchy, yeah.
mm-hmm. I'll
Get it? Because they're eerie. They're all creepy.
I'd like to
Thanks.
cast something, but in a weird way.
Okay.
I'd like cast wish to make it like a 8th level spell ish. It's what's the word? It's to make dead people not what's the word? Not
Able to be here?
no. They can't rot. They can't can't remember the name of the
Decay.
spell.
They can't decay.
They can't
Yeah.
decay. It's I can't remember the name of the spell. It's but I just want the cookies to stay hot and that state.
So you lied to Casimir. Got it.
Oh no, never mind. Sorry.
Hey, I was.
No, it's
Yeah.
fine. No, cast your spell because then I can do something as a reaction to it.
Ooh, we'll learn things.
Learn things.
Do it.
Will you
Okay,
cast your spell?
I'll cast wish to make them permanently warm with the other spell.
Casimir's just going to be like walking past at the time of the kitchen because he can like smell everything that's going on, and then it's just like that disruption in the smell. It's like, what did I say about magic?
I forgot.
Casimir's chest mouth is going to open
And eat the cookie.
and eat the spell.
Ooh.
As a reaction, I absorb a single spell cast within 30 feet and regain HP equal to twice the spell level. I absorb your wish.
You ate the wish cookies. No. And I actually think that is perfect time because is falling asleep for us to call the
Yeah.
session this week.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm getting
GG's.
tired.
Yes,
Best-
it's good.
World best cookies.
Fun, chaotic, everything we look for a good session.
Yeah, I look forward to Tuesday as well.
Tuesday's going to get fucking surprised. Players, all thank you very much for playing. Viewers, thank you for watching. Hope you had a good time. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
See you guys. I'm going to bed.